Hey guys, what is up? It is Dalton here, and welcome to Video Game Finds number 84. Now this week, we got a pretty good amount of stuff from a couple different locations. There's one really nice garage sale lot, and then we've got one nice find from a thrift store, and then a couple of eBay purchases. Now you guys are going to be seeing this stuff, and that's going to be the way for this for the next few videos. The stuff that I will be showing has been picked up in the past few weeks. I have so much stuff that it's been backed up, and I apologize for that. But since it's all backed up and stuff, I just didn't want to show too much stuff per video, because then they'd be like a 30-40 minute video, and I don't know if you guys want to sit through that. So I'm spacing it out, but the downfall of that is that it's going to be backed up, and you guys won't be seeing it like, within that week of when I got it. But you'll still get to see it, so that's still a good thing. But yeah, I'm just looking at right now, the whole game room floor is just covered with a bunch of new stuff. And it's just all been laying out for several weeks now, guys, because there's just so much stuff. So my goal now is to stop purchasing anything as best as I can. It's tempting when I see stuff, I know. But my goal is to stop purchasing stuff right now just so I can catch up with the videos and you guys can see all the stuff. Because if I keep going this way, I'll never catch up. So I need to, slow it down and, let the videos catch up and you guys can see the stuff, in a more relevant fashion as I go. So, anyways, a couple quick announcements before we get started with this stuff. First one is, guys, we just hit 500 subscribers on the channel, which is incredible. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support and the thankfulness you guys are putting, just towards me, and I'm giving it back to you guys for the appreciation. I can't show it enough. Tyler enjoys it as well. He thinks it's awesome. And it's just a really awesome feeling, guys, for you to, come back every week. And then, new people are joining into this little community and everything. It's awesome. It's just a really awesome feeling, guys. So I can't thank you guys enough. That's really cool. And the next announcement here, you'll just see like a little clip of it. I'll show it on the side here. But I had taken a few pictures of these so you guys can see it all. My buddy Jordan that I told you guys about him several times and throughout these videos. I met him last year at his garage sale at his house. And since then I've just become, really good friends with him, and he's just an awesome guy. Anyways, last weekend we picked up a bunch of PS2 consoles for him that he wanted us to clean and test for him, and he'd pay us based per console, as long as we tested it and cleaned it and stuff, he'd pay us per console. So Tyler and I got $5 per console for testing and cleaning them, which is incredible. I thought that was a really cool, way for him to, get that stuff moving and cleaned a little bit, just so he doesn't have to, sit, because he has a lot of, busy, school life, and he has to take care of kids and stuff. So he's a pretty busy guy. So he, called upon Tyler and I, and we were able to do that for him. So, but anyways, I took a few pictures of them because I'd never seen that many PS2s at one time anywhere, and I happened to have all of them like that at once, which was crazy. But 6 of them did not work, which is to be expected. Sometimes that happens, especially if you get them from like a thrift store or something. You don't know if they work or not. So, but we ran into that a few times. And then there was some games in some of the consoles and stuff. But really, in general, it's just really cool to see that many PS2s and stuff at once. I thought that was really cool. As a matter of fact, today after this video, I'm going back up to his house again because I got to take the rest of his PS2s up. He picked up a bunch yesterday. I hadn't finished cleaning them all yet. But today, I'll take up the rest because I had finished the rest of them. And I'll take the rest of his PS2s up to his house. And then he's got a bunch of N64s and GameCubes that he'd like us to do the same thing for. So that'll be really cool. So we'll get into that, and I might have pictures for that as well. I don't know how many he has, but anyways, it's just a really cool little thing that we're doing for him and stuff. It's just an awesome little kind of like side project that we're working on. So that's really cool. Alright, anyways, now we can go ahead and get into the stuff. Sorry for rambling on. But anyway, very cool stuff. This garage sale was 3 weeks ago. But I still remember how it went down and everything. It's really cool. Anyways, they had this listed on Craigslist, their garage sale, and they had listed Nintendo in their listing. And Tyler and I got there about a half hour, 40 minutes before the garage sale said they were going to be open. They said they were going to open at 8. We were there at like 7:20 and they were setting up. So I was really happy to have gotten there at that time because I'm pretty sure, 5 minutes maybe later, there would have been someone else there. So, but anyway, they had Nintendo listed in their listing on Craigslist, which was really cool. And we found some really cool stuff. So the first thing here is, we're going to start off with a bang, guys. This is really cool. I've never seen one of these at a garage sale like this before, and this is the first time I had found, something like this at a garage sale in 5 years. And that is just saying a lot compared to, how often I get these consoles and stuff. But for finding them at a garage sale is almost impossible. But this is really cool, guys. We have here an NES action set complete in the box here. Well, it's not quite complete. I'll get to it. But we have a really nice action set box here, which is really cool. It's a little banged up, as you can see, and so it's got duct tape and stuff on it. It's got some holes, some rips, some tears. But it's very, very cool. But if you guys can see this, I left it on there so you guys can see it. There is the price that we paid for the NES, guys. This is incredible. $5. I was blown away. I thought at first they were joking, just because they seem like the kind of people that would have been, having like a joking factor. But they had that on the front of the box, and I literally almost cried. I had never seen an NES or anything like that at a garage sale, especially with the original box, for $5, guys. That was incredible. So yeah, the box is, it's seen better days, but it's mostly there, which is really cool. So there's the box. Then here's this piece. I was glad it had this too. It has most of the styrofoam. Some of it's, broken off and whatnot, but it's got, most of it there, so that's pretty cool. That's awesome that that was in there. And then we've got the console. Very nice NES. It's a little yellowed, but it's not terrible. It's got, some chips and stuff in the lid and all that, but if you, plug this in and played with it, it's like brand new, guys. It's incredible how nice this NES is. But yeah, it's just a little yellowed, cracked, stuff like that. But I mean, the pin connector in it is very nice. So that is very cool. So there's the NES. Did not have a power cord, but it did have the RF switch, which is still good. That's always awesome to have at least something for it. And then it had 2 official NES controllers here. Very, very nice. They're almost brand new. Both are a little yellowed like the console, but still, they work great, so that's perfect. And then, it did not have any manuals or pamphlets or anything, or the zapper, or the copy of Mario Duck Hunt, which was, kind of odd. But they had a game with it still, which I'm still very happy with, and that is a copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. So, very, very cool, guys. Alone, $5, I would have bought an NES controller with $5. That, I mean, the whole thing, almost, except for, the power cord, I mean, that's incredible. I don't think that'll ever happen again. That's just, pure luck. That's just not gonna, that definitely doesn't happen every day. Especially when someone has, at a garage sale, usually most of the time they know what they had. But they didn't know what they had, I guess, and they just said $5, and it's an old NES, who cares? But I was just really surprised with that, and Tyler was too when we saw that. I was really happy. That was really cool. But they also had something else there as well. And this I didn't really know they had until they said they had this as well. And I decided to buy this too, because why not? But we have a really nice, complete in box, first model Nintendo Wii here. Very, very cool. Very nice box. It's a little crushed in some spots, but I mean, that's, typical. So that's very cool, though. It still has the box. Then it has, both trays here. There's 1 and 2. Very nice. And then it came with all the manuals, which it's got, the pamphlet and then the 2 booklets here, the operations manual, stuff like that. So very, very cool. So there's those. Then we also have a Wii Zapper manual, which is very cool. I don't think I have that yet, so that's cool. Then we got a Guitar Hero guitar, the manual here, which is very cool. No guitar, unfortunately. I don't know what happened, but still have the manual and stuff. Then we have a bunch of the stickers and stuff that would go on the guitar and stuff, so that's very cool. So they never really used those. I just don't know what happened to the guitar. It's kind of odd, but anyway, not complaining. Then we've got here a very, very nice Wii. Very good condition, very clean, very, very awesome. And here's the cool part about this, guys. The console, I actually have a little video you guys will see while I'm talking. But there was 15 games on the console, which was cool. And they are all very good games. They're very fun, playable games. Very, very cool. I just was really happy to see that when I hooked it up, and it was just incredible. I was bummed. There was 2 games that they had on it. You can see it in their delete history. And they had Contra 3 Alien Wars and Mario Kart 64. I really wanted Contra 3 because I don't have that yet, and I would really love to play that, but they did not have it on there anymore, which was a bummer, but still, the other 15 games are really cool. They had all those on there. And that makes me want to keep this Wii, just because that's just incredible idea of having all those games and stuff on it. I'm going to keep it complete in the box and everything, because I don't have an actual just white Wii in the box. I mean, I have our family's original Wii box, but I don't keep it complete in the box or anything. And then I also have just an empty box. So why not just upgrade right now and just keep the whole thing right here? And I can also say it has really cool games and everything on it. So if I were to want to pull it out and play it, there's a bunch of awesome games on it. So that's very cool. So anyways, there's a little story on that. Now, here is all the accessories and stuff that came with it. So you saw the manual for this, but here is the Wii Zapper. Very cool. Have one already, but I might as well keep another one. Why not? So I'll have two of them. That's very cool. Then we've got the Wii Classic Controller. Very nice. Can't ever have too many of those. Got like 4 of them now, I think, but hey, it's another one, so that's cool. Then we've got the Wii Nunchuck here. Very, very nice shape. Very clean. Then we've got a Wiimote with the cover on it, which is very cool. And the wrist strap. That's cool. Most of the time people didn't put those on. So that's very cool. Then we've got 3 Wii wheels, one of the aftermarket ones, and then 2 real ones, which is very, very cool. So there's those. Alright, and we've got all the cords here. We've got the power brick, the AV, and the sensor bars. So it's got all the hookups, which is very nice. Then we've got a little stand here for the Wii sensor bar in case you were to put it on top of the TV or whatnot. It still has the sticker pad feet there, haven't been pulled off, so that's cool. I don't really think I'll use that or anything, but it's there. That's very cool. It's down to the nitty-gritty of little pieces. That's really cool. Then we've got another Wii Nunchuck here. Very cool. I'm going to keep the better of the two to put with the console just because, you know, I want it to look as nice as possible if I can. So, anyways. And then it came with 3 extra Wiimotes here, which are all with the covers and the straps, which is very, very cool. So everything works, which is awesome. I could tell this was an adult-owned console just because their kids were not, I think they only had 1 child, but their daughter was not old enough to be playing games. I think she looked like she was maybe 2. So this was all like adult-owned stuff. I can just tell by looking at it. It's all very nice shape. So very cool. But then it also came with a stack of 8 physical hard copy games, which is really cool. I was really happy to see all these games because some of them I did not have. And some of them I do have, and they're pretty good value to resell and stuff, so it's very cool. So the first one here, I didn't have it. That is Link's Crossbow Training. It's not worth anything. That's probably one of the reasons why I haven't picked it up yet, because everywhere that has it wants like $4 or $5 for it, and it's not really a game that's worth that much. But this is complete in very nice shape, so I now have it, so that's cool. Then we've got Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, which is very cool. There's the game, but no guitar, like I said. But it is complete, very nice. I did not have that one either, so that's very cool. Then we've got a really crispy copy of Mario Kart Wii. Very nice. I've found a couple of these in the last month or so, which is pretty cool. But that one's complete as well. Very nice. I love that. This one I have not seen before. Games Ahoy had one, our local game store, and they rarely get it in as well. So it's not a ton of an easy. Let me rephrase that. It's not easy to find. I don't know why I was going with ton. I don't know what that means. Like I couldn't comprehend that with this phrase. It's not easy to find. Let's just put it that way. But that is Mario Strikers Charged, which is very, very cool. This one I do not have, which I'm really happy to now say I do have. That one's complete as well. But yeah, it's not a typical game, so you can't just go out and find it everywhere. I mean, it's really cool though. It's kind of like, I think there was one on GameCube. I can't remember what it was called, but I think it was just Mario Super Strikers or something, or Super Sluggers is baseball. But anyways, this is really cool anyway. I thought it was an awesome one to find in there. I thought that was really cool. So anyway, there's that. This one I do not have yet either, which is very nice, and that is Resident Evil 4, and that's the Wii edition, of course. Very crispy as well. This one was hardly ever played, I can just tell. But that one's complete as well, almost brand new. That's very awesome. Then this was cool to find there as well. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Very nice. That one's also complete, which is very cool. I don't know, I'll have to check, see if that's an upgrade, because that's in very nice shape. Then we've got a very nice copy of Wii Play. I think everybody I knew that had a Wii had this game. Our aunts had this, friends had this. I mean, it's just a common game, but it's complete as well. But very cool. It's, there's some pretty fun games on it, so that's awesome. And then the last set, this will go to complete the game console, and that is a copy of Wii Sports. And that is also 100% complete in very nice shape. So, very cool, very awesome. They wanted 50 for the Wii with everything, which I thought was incredible as well. And then on top of the $5 for the NES, they just decided to do 50 for the two. I asked them if they just take 50 for both, and they were very happy with that. So that was very, very cool. 50 bucks for 2 boxed consoles and a bunch of different games and stuff. I thought that was incredible. So very, very awesome day at that garage sale. Not displeased at all. That was very cool. Alright, and then that same day we went right to ARC Thrift Store right after that garage sale because ARC opens up at 8 on Saturdays. And I had spotted this on Friday. It was not half off, so I wanted to go back and get it on the half off day. So that's what I did. This was very awesome. It was only $5. It had 10 on it, but I got it for half off, so $5. But that is a PS1 console here. Very, very nice. Very, very clean console. Not a single scratch I don't really see on it at all, and this plays very nicely, so that's cool. No controller, but it did come with the power and AV cords, so very cool. I do believe actually they had me round up for their donation and everything, so it did become like $6, which is still very good, so that's not a bad deal at all either, so awesome. Alright, now these last two things I'm going to be showing are from eBay, which is very cool. Very nice little lots that we picked up. Tyler pointed these out and he wanted me to watch them and stuff, so I did, and I ended up winning them, which is really cool. So this one stack here, we have 19 PS1 games, which is incredible, and I'll tell you what I paid at the end, just so you guys can see the excitement afterwards, because these games are incredible. We'll get to them as we go, but most of them are disc only, but that's still very cool. There's a lot of good ones in here, so I was very happy. The first stack of games here, they're all in like this little paper, or not paper, but CD binder case thing, so it'll be kind of difficult to show them, but hopefully not too bad. So anyways, here we go. First one here is Robo Pit, which is very nice. All these play except for one. I'll show you which one doesn't play when we get to it. And then we've got Tall Infinity. It has the manual, and then we also have Namco Museum Volume 1. So very cool. There's those two. Then we've got Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, and Grand Theft Auto 2. And Grand Theft Auto 2 is the one that does not work. It has a chip in it, so it's not going to be worth resurfacing, unfortunately. But still, it's the only one that did not work, so I'm not terribly worried about it. Then we've got Crash Bash and Spyro Ripto's Rage, which is very, very cool. I believe the Spyro was the one, I think we got this resurfaced. No, it's not. I don't know. There was one in here I think we got resurfaced, or maybe we didn't even do it at all. These were all just nice enough that we didn't have to resurface them. Next couple here, Silent Hill and Urban Chaos. Silent Hill is a very fun game, guys. I thought that was an awesome one. Tyler played it for a while. He enjoyed it, and I watched him play it. It was really cool. Hadn't played it before, but since I have a disc only, I can play it, so that's cool. Next couple here are Crusaders of Might and Magic and SimCity 2000. So that's very cool. Very nice. And then we've got PlayStation Underground Volumes 1 and 2. Those are pretty common. I've seen those a few times, but you know, that's cool. They're still in here. And then the last one of this binder here is Interactive Sampler Disc CD for PS1. And that is the last one in here. So that's very cool. So there's those. Not bad at all. Then we've got a Pizza Hut PlayStation bonus sampler disc here. It was back in the day you could you know, purchase or get these with like a large pizza or something, and it gave you a chance to win $500,000 cash prize. But see, as you can see, it says sorry, not a winner, or you did not win, or sorry, try again. That's usually, if you pulled this out and it said that, then obviously you didn't win. It's kind of like a scratch ticket, you know, gambling. But that's a really cool idea that they had back in the day. I thought that was awesome. But you could win $500,000 or, you know, a select choice of one of those games that was on the front. I mean, at the time, the games were $50. So, I mean, a free $50 game, that's really cool. So, that's really cool. I did not have this complete in the little packaging here like this. I have a disc only, but now I have a complete one. So, that's very, very cool. Alright, and then the rest of these are pretty hard to find games. They're not cheap at all by any means, and there are a bunch of cool fun ones too. So, first one here is Vandal Hearts, which I heard is a very nice RPG. That's very cool. Unfortunately, it's disc only, but I'm definitely hanging on to it because it's not an easy one to find, and it looks really awesome. So, very cool. There's that one. Then this one, this will probably be an upgraded disc for mine. I have a disc only of this already, but it's another disc only here. But I'll just compare the two discs and keep the best one. And that is Vagrant Story, which is very, very cool. So there's that one. And then this one's the only complete one that was in the whole lot, but I'm glad I have it now. This is really cool. It's definitely going in the collection. And that is Omega Boost, which is very, very cool. And that one is, like I said, complete. Very nice shape. That is very cool. I was really happy to at least see one of them complete, so that's awesome. And then the last one here, I thought was awesome. It's falling apart. It's missing the manual. But for now, at least I have something that's, of this, style. I think it's awesome. That is the long box copy of Resident Evil, which is very hard to find. It's, so early that it's, they switched it over to the jewel case style, like, shortly after. So it's not easy to find the long box version. But, like I said, it's coming apart. It's missing the manual, but it's got the disc, and the disc looks pretty nice. So, very, very cool. After shipping, I was the only bid. It started at $10, and I won with $13.45 shipping. So $23.45 for all those games is incredible, guys. I thought that was impressive of a deal. I was really happy to get all those really awesome games in there. That was definitely cool. So very, very cool. All right, and then the last stack of games here. There's only 2 of them, but I'll go ahead and explain what we have here. We have 2 NES games here, and first you'll look at it and you'll be like, why did you buy that? Why did you put that much money into them? But I'll explain why. Unless you already know, then you're like, wow, that's a great deal. But I'll explain anyway. There's 2 NES games here. I paid $16 and like 84 cents or something, so it was almost like $17 for these 2 after the shipping. They had no idea what they had, and at first I thought it was just, junk as well. But it's not an easy variant, and I'll go ahead and explain it. But the first one here we have here is Super Spike V-Ball for NES. Very nice shape. I don't think this will be an upgrade. It's got a slight tear on the top, but anyways, that's the one that I didn't care about. This one is the one I did care about, and I thought, that was a cool idea that they put these 2 together. They're both, sports related. And that is a copy of Black Box Volleyball. But if you guys don't know, this is a 3-screw, and this is a very hard variant of this game. Most of them were 5 screws, and the 3-screw variant of this game is very late, and it was lost. They stopped production on this, right when the 3-screw in '87 came out. So that is what I thought was incredible. This is a $40 to $50 variant, which is incredible. The game is about a $12 to $15 game, typically already. But I thought this was a great deal. I was very happy to find the variant of volleyball because it's not common at all. There was only like 4 or 5 that I saw that people knew about that listed it, and they had it about $40 to $50 in that range. So, but this one's in very nice shape. The label's very nice. The pins are great. Both games play great, so that's very cool. But yeah, a very awesome variant for a very hard to find, 3-screw. I thought that was awesome. So, very cool. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, telling your friends. Really helps us out. We really love seeing you guys coming back each week and subscribing, commenting, liking, all that kind of stuff. It's just awesome that you guys are, into it, and we love that. So that's why we keep doing it for you guys, and we just love seeing you guys' reactions and stuff, the comments and everything. It's just awesome. So anyways, thank you guys a lot. Happy gaming. There's games out there still. Garage sales are kind of slimming down, but it's possible that there's still some going on somewhere, and you guys can get there and get those games. So happy gaming as always, guys, and I'll see you next time, guys. See you later.